Now to another mammoth election. Vote counting is underway in India. Early results show the Hindu nationalist BJP party of Prime Minister Narendra Modi heading for victory. The poll was widely viewed as a referendum on Modi's leadership. The party minister is seen as a popular but also divisive figure. Some are calling the election a contest for the soul of the country.
Finally, the counting is underway. At centres like this across the country, hundreds of millions of votes are being tallied, each one bringing Indians closer to finding out who will lead them through the next 5 years. It's the culmination of the largest ballot the world has ever seen. Central to the process, the electronic voting machines. Some 2.3 million were in action across the country. They have sped up the counting immensely, meaning results emerge within hours. But opposition parties say they also pose a risk. After reports of some tampering, they protested to the Electoral Commission, demanding verification with paper voting records.
It is the duty of the Election Commission to give transparency, to maintain transparency, and also create confidence among Indian voters.
International observers say the election has been largely free and fair, and the ruling party says the opposition claims are just a distraction.
They have already sensed it, that this 2019 Lok Sabha election is not going in their favour. However much they denied it, there is a response and resonance to Prime Minister Modi.
The BJP sees only one possible winner in this election, incumbent Prime Minister Narendra Modi. His coalition met on Tuesday to discuss its agenda for a second term. Modi campaigned hard to keep the commanding majority he won in 2014. He's promised better incomes for farmers and more infrastructure spending. But the opposition has highlighted slowing economic growth and increasing religious divisions. Modi's main rival is Congress party leader Rahul Gandhi. He wasn't expected to stage a major upset. If neither of the main parties claims an outright majority, smaller regional groupings could prove kingmaker, tipping the balance of power in Parliament.
Well, DW's Sonia Falnikar joins us now from the Indian capital, Delhi. Sonia, the vote count is underway. What can you tell us about the initial results?
Well, the leads are increasingly clear. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party is really surging ahead across many constituencies, and the opposition Congress Party is woefully trailing in many of these places. So if these kind of leads are to be believed, the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance, I would say, is really comfortably, cruising to a commanding majority in Parliament and really to a second successive term in power. And this is really in line with several exit polls that were released earlier this week that showed that predicted huge wins for the BJP. Now, these leads also show that the BJP is really doing well in several states, in several Hindi heartland states like Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, but also crucially in the state of Uttar Pradesh, which is a bellwether state which sends, the maximum number of MPs to Parliament. And the BJP actually also seems to be making huge gains in states such as West Bengal, where it's pushing hard to make inroads. So really, all in all, this really points to a kind of landslide victory for India's ruling party.
Now, Sonia, the opposition parties have said that they might demand a count of paper ballots, which would be a huge undertaking given the hundreds of millions of votes in this election. How likely is that?
Well, that's not likely to happen. The Election Commission of India has already rejected demands by the opposition to kind of tally these paper slips with the electronic voting machines before the votes are counted. That's totally been rejected. And of course, the backdrop to this is several opposition parties this week complaining of voter fraud after the emergence of videos on social media allegedly showing these machines being tampered with or being, transported without sufficient security. But, those demands have really been rejected by the Election Commission, who say it's all above board and there are no irregularities and the process is really free and fair.
Sonia, thank you very much for that. DW's Sonia Falnikar in Delhi.
Thank you.